Hello and welcome back to another Space Engineers showcase video. In today's video, we're riding another train on a lovely ring rail track called the Ring Rail Line, which is this glorious thing right here. So this creator has made a wonderful track that's extremely stable and a lot of different trains for you to ride around on it. It's very simple to set up. You simply paste this in, it uses no mods, and then you just paste in your train on top of one of the tracks and it will just clip in place. So what we're going to do is have a very quick look at the train at its starting station, then we're going to ride it around for a bit and we'll have a look at what it has to offer. It's just grabbing my character and just walking around here. This is what we get on the starting part of our track. We've got ourselves a small little road section which has raising and lowering guards for this road that just goes around in a little loop. And we've got this little station over here with a small little building that contains a few batteries inside just to power this thing. Yes, as for the train itself, we are using the Train LRS 1013 train, which is this lovely thing right here. It's just a passenger carrier with a control seat at the back and the front for you to drive this thing around. It's got a few scripts on there, it's got a few little things you can do with it. Yes, let's just come into the F10 menu and find it. So finding the Train LRS, this is the ring coming in at a whopping 19,894 large blocks, using no DLC pack items and no mods, so we'll give that a thumbs up. Then we can come across to the train itself, which is the 1013 train, which is 4,458 small blocks, using once again no DLC items, no mods. So we'll give that a thumbs up as well. So like I said, when you just spawn into the track, you can just copy and paste a train, just turn it around and find it straight, then just drop it down, and that'll be that. So if I come over to this track right here, and just forward it along, and then drop it down, it'll then snap itself on, and you're ready to go. But we'll just come over to this one right here. This is all ready and set up. So coming into the train and walking to the front part, this is how we're going to drive it. We've got a small seat control seat, we've got a few programmable blocks and a few LCD screens and buttons to press. We have a button up here which is to set the speed because we don't want to go too fast or we'll come off the track. We then have a LCD screen telling you the controls, which we'll go over shortly. And then we've got a few buttons which are more about the direction of the train. So if you want to move backwards instead of forwards, you can press these buttons to flip everything around. Yes, as for the actual passenger bay itself, this is what we get. A bunch of chairs just lining everything up. Some air vents, some lovely lighting, plenty of doors to get in and out, your disabled seat right at the back there, and this is how the train has been joined up. There we go, we'll just go all the way around to the very back, and there we are, there's another control seat to move backwards. As for the track itself, this is what stumped me because it's not a modded block. If I just come around and find my grinder, it is the large rail straight, but I can't find a block in the vanilla game that suits that description. There is nothing in here which is a large rail. We simply got our handrails, but nothing of this description, and it's a very useful block because you can make a very easy train setup with it. Yes, if anyone has any idea what that is, please let me know. But without further ado, we're going to come all the way over to here, get into our little seat, up to here, get in, and then we're going to have a quick look up there. So number one on our hotbar is to take control. And then our LCD screen says we've got our dampeners, stop, backwards, forwards, send train event, because you can set things up to make it automatically stop at certain stops. Got your door close sound, left and right open, and number 9 is to close everything up. So pressing number 9, we've now closed up our passenger bay and it's time to move forwards. So this is very simply set up and very easy to use. Press 4, and now we're going to move backwards, but in my case this is forwards. And we're just going to chug along here. It's a bit framey because there is a lot of blocks going on here. Yes, it's a very smooth thing. It'll cap out at about 30 meters per second, or about 25 in this case, and it goes around corners quite wonderfully. Got a nice little sound going along with it as it crawls along the rails with its tiny little wheels. Come all the way to the back there. There you go, there's the wheels going along there, and you can see some wheels are sort of set up in a way that it bounces. Yes, we just move along here quite nicely, and we'll eventually get over to a station sitting right over there. Just getting out of this, it's still perfectly safe to walk around here, even get into one of these seats if you wanted to, open up the door and peer outside, maybe even take your rocket launcher out and try to shoot something. Probably shouldn't have done that towards the station, but you get the idea. There's our gun. So now we're coming up to this station and we're going to have to press number 2 at the right time in order to stop ourselves to let our passengers off. And don't worry, I will remove the speed limit after we've done a full loop. We're all the way over to here, we're now approaching the station. So when we get to about halfway, let's say about here, it's now time to press number 2, and we'll slowly come to a stop. Now we can press number 7, open up the doors on the side, get out of our seats, and now we're in this little station. So this station has been quite nicely set up. We've got ways to go up and above and over the tracks, which is simply made out of some stairs and some glass blocks. It's all nicely lit, so we can see in the dark, coming all the way up to here, got a little walkway. So we can view all the way over at the track where we started and where the other train is, and we can turn around, come all the way back through here, and continue exploring this concrete station. So over to here, we can view down at the tracks, and then we can come all the way over to the very back here. There we go, and a look over there. So coming all the way back down to here. In fact, what I'm going to do very quickly is come over to this track, and we're going to send it the opposite direction. Yes, you do not need to be in the seat. We simply press number 4. There we go, now we can get out of that, and we'll send it along over to our other train. So off that goes, and away we go. We should come past the other train any moment now. It should be chugging around here, and that should be pretty good. I'm expecting quite a large lag spike as we come past it. There it is, right over there, just chugging along quite slowly. And we're coming to third person view, although I do like being in first person when in a train. There's always something about that. So off we go, 20 meters per second. There is the other train, just going to come straight past it. And there we go. Nicely done, very smooth stuff. So now what I'm going to do is just come into here, find our wheels. Oh yes, all the wheels. We want every single one of these. There we go, and now we're just going to remove the speed limit. There we are. We're now going to start getting faster and faster, and we're going to see how long this can last, going all the way around this track. So it is going to be fairly slow going around, because it is going to be bumping around quite a lot, due to how the train has been set up. We're now coming up to about 30 meters per second. And we should get a nice lot of speed on this straight. And there's the train once again, we just come past it. Doesn't look like we're gonna, oh, we're tipping over. Uh-oh, this isn't good. Oop, oh, that did not sound good. We've lost our seat. Oh God, this isn't good. We're going off the edge. Save me. Oh well, you know what they say, go down with the ship. Although, I think we might actually be safe. How about that? We are somehow, uh-oh, still moving. Let me try and end this video before we fall off the edge. Yes, if I just try and find the free camera and bring it all the way around. Where is that train? There we are. We have derailed it. And you know what's going to happen? You know what's going to happen very quickly. There's the train over there. That is just going to swoop around and slam into us, and that is probably going to be the end. But don't worry, I will leave it here. And we'll wait for it to come all the way around. And look at those poor little wheels. Wow, what is happening there? That is some interdimensional wheel stuff going on there. And here it comes. This is the moment of truth. Will it push us off or will it stop the train? I'm going to take a seat for safety reason, then come into the free camera, and we'll watch this slam straight into it. Here it comes. 3, 2, 1. Oh, that was a lot of damage right there. And the train is, wow, it's still on the tracks. It's the second one which is going to fall all the way off. There we go, right there. And we've somehow saved this. So if I was to get into this character, we will just be dangling around here until someone just comes along and tries to disconnect it. Get rid of that. And down we go to the ground with a nice big plunk. So that is that for the Train LRS ring rail line. It's a very nice little thing to play around with. If you are interested, there it goes, there's the rest of it. Yes, it's a very nice little thing if you are interested in playing around with trains. The creator does have other tracks, so you can set up a custom one if you want to, and you can always splice this up if you do want to steal that block and make your own train line, going from one base to another. So as per usual, everything will be in the description below if you do wish to download and play around with it yourself. I recommend you do, and I'll be back with another video sometime soon. Bye bye.